Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate you so much. For those who do not know me, my name is Nomhlanga. I am an immigrant nurse living and working in Germany. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Like my video, share it with someone, and most of all, leave me a comment in the comment section below. On today's video, I'll be talking about drivers. Not everyone wants to work in the office, in the hospital, just inside the building. Some people love the road, and this video is for you. So the first Ausbildung that I'll be sharing with you is being a professional driver. In German, it's known as the Berufskraftfahrer. This Ausbildung is especially for those people who want to work in the logistics, passenger transport, or general transportation industry. In order for you to be a Berufskraftfahrer, you have to do a vocational training program designed to qualify you to drive large commercial vehicles, including trucks, buses, and other transport vehicles. Unlike in some countries, in Germany, in order for you to be such a driver, you have to do an Ausbildung. You go to school for it because it's very, very important. Otherwise, you'll be a hazardous on the roads. So for the Ausbildung, it takes you 3 years to complete it. You have to do the theory and the practical. During your theory, you are going to learn about the traffic regulations and road safety. You are going to learn about the logistics and route planning. Also learn about the vehicle maintenance and technology. You will also learn about the customer service and communication. On your practical side, you are going to learn about how you operate and how you drive those large vehicles. The cargo handling and securing loads is also learned during your practicals. You are going to learn about how you transport goods and passengers, and vehicle inspection and maintenance. In order for you to do this Ausbildung, you have to be at least 18 years of age. You need a lower secondary school, which is the Hauptabschluss. This level is equivalent to grade 7 in other countries like Zimbabwe, Botswana. I think grade 7, like that's the primary school education, it's enough. So if you didn't get a chance to go to high school, this is an Ausbildung that you can consider. Your physical fitness, can you drive for long hours? B1 German language level is recommended. Some can be taken even with A2. It's okay. You will need this language to read some road signs, to communicate with where you are taking the load to from, if you be a bus driver, you will have to communicate with the passengers. If you already have a truck driver's license, you can also produce it during this requirement stage. If you have it, just make a copy and attach it with your CV and application letter. For this Ausbildung, you do not have to pay even €1. Instead, on your first year, you are going to be getting between 850 to €1,000. On your second year, 950 to €1,100. And on your third year, you are going to be getting €1,050 to €1,200. When you have done your Ausbildung, now it's time for the examination. You are going to do examination with the IHK, which is the industry and handles come aboard. And you are going to obtain a certificate as a Berufskraftfahrer. Also, if you didn't have that truck driver's license. When you are now done with the Ausbildung, you are going to get the license C or CE or D/DE. I'm not sure. In other countries, you just see here on the screen. I'll just attach from different places what it's called in your country. Also, for this Ausbildung, you've got the opportunity to specialize. The first specialization that you can do is be a freight transport. Here you'll be driving trucks and handling cargo. In German, it's known as the Güterverkehr. The second one, you can specialize as a passenger transport driver. The Personenverkehr. Here you'll be driving buses and transporting passengers. After your Ausbildung, you can work as a truck driver, a bus driver, a delivery driver, a hazardous goods driver. Your starting salary will be 2,500 euros to 3,500 euros. This is the gross. It depends on where you drive, how long you drive. You know, those instances play a very, very big role in your salary. Further qualifications, you can be a Fachkraft for Lager Logistics. You know, you specialize in logistics. You can also be a master of transport. You can do special licenses like maybe ADR for dangerous goods or oversized transport. You know, those trucks which carry other trucks on them. Something which I also found out for you is that if, let's say, you are applying, you are from Mudare and you want to apply for this Ausbildung, you can go ahead and do it. They help you with the relocation process. You are going to be offered protective clothing, food allowance, accommodation, and you do not have to worry about the medical aid cover because the company takes care of that. All companies in Germany have to do that. You know, when you are driving, a lot of things can happen. Accidents can happen. Whilst you are loading the luggage, you can hurt yourself. All those things, you are covered. So do not worry about the medical aid cover. You are fully covered. And whether you are at work or you are not at work, even when you are on vacation during that time, your medical aid cover still functions. You do not get any worries for that. So do not be afraid. If you haven't got a B driver's license, it's the time to do it now for the small vehicles because it gives you an added advantage. If you already have it, you know, you can't say you want to drive a truck when you can't drive a small car. Let's say you just say, no, I'm afraid of small cars. Then can you drive a bus? So just go and do the small car driver's license. And like always, in the description box, I put some companies for you where you can apply direct. I'll be adding and adding more in the days to come. Today, I just put 3 of them. You can be checking in the coming days for more companies. I wish you all the best of luck. Our second Ausbildung for today is the train driver, the Lokführer. In Germany and most first world countries, trains are a very, very reliable mode of transport. Everyone uses trains, especially when you're traveling long distances or when you are going to the city. We've got different types of trains. We've got the Strassenbahn, the subway, the U-Bahn, the Regio, the ICE, you know, you name it. So train drivers are needed a lot in this country because sometimes the trains don't move because there is staff shortage, you know. So you are needed here. If you have never thought of it and it's something that you might love and you meet all the requirements, then listen to this video. Afterwards, go and apply. The duration of the Ausbildung is 2 to 3 years, depending on the type of train, passenger train or a freight train. The types of trains that we have here and the types of drivers that are needed. There is the passenger trains. These are they operate the passenger trains like the Straßenbahn, the subway, the regional trains. And then there is the freight trains, as you can see on the picture. And then the high-speed trains. These are called the Hochgeschwindigkeitszugsführer. Yeah, it's a long German word, right? So these ones operate the high-speed trains like the ECE, Intercity Express trains. So the Ausbildung is also in two parts. You've got the theory and the practical side. And in the theory, you learn about the railway technology and systems, the infrastructure, the train operation, signaling systems, and communication protocols, all those loud signs, blah, 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 that we hear at the train station, how all those things work. We're going to learn about the German rail regulations, the laws regulating the rail transport. We'll also learn about the timetable and the routes. You definitely need to know about the routes in this country, the operating procedures for the different types of trains and the rails and what. You know, you need to learn that because you can't drive without knowing the road, right? And of course, the safety protocols, passenger safety, fire prevention, and the emergency procedures that you need to take in case something happens whilst you are on the way. Practical side, of course, on the job experience, you need to drive that physical train, you know, the maintenance and the checks. You need to know everything, the passenger handling, whether the passengers are comfortable. All that is what you're going to learn on your practical. And also the driving stimulators, to control the different types of trains, you know, the gears. I don't know whether they've got gears, so you need to know about all those things. So the requirements, you need your secondary school education diploma, and you need some special skills on being a train driver, like your concentration level. You need to be very alert. Because if you're not alert, you're going to cause accidents. If you're stressed, you can't be at work. If you're dealing with mental health issues, you can't be at work. Ability to handle stressful situations. What usually happens here, let's say you're driving with the ECE, in the middle of nowhere, the train loses signal, and you do not know when the signal is gonna come back. So can you handle that stressful situation? Because it just stops. You can't move. Your physical fitness is also a requirement here. You have to produce a medical report to prove that are you physically fit for driving? Are you mentally fit for driving? Are you psychologically fit for driving a train? Then you need the B1 or B2 German language in order for you to manage to communicate with your colleagues, with the station personnel, you know, with the passengers. You need that German language. And then if you are going to be driving the international routes, like maybe from Germany to Amsterdam or from Germany to France or so, you need the English language because that's the universal international language. So if you're coming from an English-speaking country, then you are already at an advantage. During the Ausbildung, expect to earn between 900 euros and 1,100 euros. Then after your Ausbildung, expect to earn between 2,500 euros and 3,000 euros. It sounds leaky, right? But don't worry, because you are going to get a lot of overtime money and bonuses. With the train, like, you can't work for 8 hours straight. You know, it's impossible. You know, there are delays from Stuttgart to Berlin. The distance is 6 hours. Your shift maybe is 8 hours. you might face delays along the way, and maybe you'll be at work until 4 o'clock. Sometimes you do not even sleep at home. You have to sleep in another city, at the hotel and stuff. And so all those things come in hand. And then as time goes on, your salary is going to keep on increasing, 3,000, 4.5, going up and higher, and the better and the best. So you can advance your career in the railway sector by taking up also management roles in the railway. Yeah. You can also specialize in freight logistics, high-speed trains, or international train services. You can be a senior train driver, or you can be the one to train the new drivers, the train trainer. In the description box, I've listed for you a few companies where you can apply. But the number one, the biggest in Germany, is the Deutsche Bahn. Here, it's like the country's best, the top one. You can apply over there. Or if you want the smaller companies, they also offer the same exact small Ausbildung, but at a smaller scale. We've got the SBB, we've got the Mittelrheinbahn, and we've got the Transclave, and so on and so on. I'll list them all in the description box below, and all you have to do is to just go and apply and start your career in Germany as a train driver. If this video was useful to you, please leave a like and a comment in the description box below, and do not forget to tell me which video would you like me to share next. Which Ausbildung do you want to know about? Which Ausbildung do you want to do? Let's interact in the comment section. Take care.